Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I'm here today with Happy Meal. It's already been opened because it came last night. As you can see, the knitting patterns. I didn't know I was getting this off the lady called Yvonne. She was sending them to me, and they were delivered yesterday when I was at my granddaughter's. They were delivered by I think they used to be Hermes. But they put them in my garage. I always leave my garage open when I go out in my car. There's nothing in for anybody to pinch, just a few, you know, one or two tool things I use for the car and that. But there's nobody around where I live would steal anything because it's too open. Everybody can see anyway. But they had hidden it amongst, they have shelves in the garage, and they had hidden them amongst all this pile of bits of wood and boxes and things like that. Didn't realise they were there at first till I got in the house. I put the car in the garage, locked up the garage, went in the house, and there was a card on the door telling me there was a parcel in the garage. So I had to go back out again. I do have a side door in the garage, so I just opened it with a key and went in, and only thing was, they had put it at the shelves, in the bottom of my shelves, where as I drive the car straight in, I have a lot of shelves straight facing, and the car was practically touching the shelves, so I had to get in the car and I had to back the car up a little bit so I could get to the to the shelves. But anyway, before I show you anything that's in here, I'm discussing something else. If you remember this little sweater I did put up to show you what I had knitted, and as I had done a little opening on the front and just put like little buttonholes and threaded a little cord through, and I've had a comment about it. Somebody saying, do you not think that the cord is a choking thing? Well, that is a bit of an issue because I did Google it, and I knit these sweaters like that for all my little boys when they were little, but only when they were babies, because I didn't want buttons on the back where they were lying in a cot or a pram, so I didn't want the imprint of the buttons on the back. So I did quite a few of these for my children when they were little. I did a lot for my friends as well, but only for small babies. I never did them for toddlers. And I did Google it to find out, and I think it's most of the things that I did check up seem to be American, because I think the size, as I said, were 2T, which I think is what the Americans use. We more or less just put the age for things, but I think in America, I think they see more like 2T anyway is for like 2 to 3 year olds, and so these kind I wouldn't knit for. With cords like this, that it doesn't hang down very far. But I wouldn't knit anything like this for toddlers because they can get caught on things and it can choke them. But this one is not round the neck. It's only up the front. And so I don't think this is a choking hazard, but because I don't want any more comments or anything like that, I'm not going to make any more of them. Because I know for a fact it's safe because of my own children, because little babies that are lying in their cot or their pram, they're not running around where the cord's going to get caught on anywhere and choke them. And all the things I did see, they were for little jackets with hoods where the cord come round the hoods or round the neck. Well, this doesn't go around the neck, it's only on the little front part. But anyway, saying that, I'm just not going to do any more because I don't want to cause any arguments about them and that, and so that's the only one I would probably ever do. I did think about putting, I have some bits of elastic and that, and putting elastic through, but just didn't look right. So this one will be going on for sale the way it is, but as it is it's only an 18-inch. So it'll only be for probably about 3 to 6 months anyway. So it's no danger to any child that I can see. So that's that one sorted out anyway. So I'm going to show what I've got here for these patterns. And Yvonne did tell me she was sending these. I think she said they were her mother-in-law's. And as they are quite old-fashioned, but that doesn't bother me because I like a lot of old patterns for the stitches. I like to look at the stitches and see if there's anything I can make of my own with all the stitches. There's a lot of these I take it are the older patterns because they're smaller. All the patterns I had were small ones like this, and I've got quite a few of these that's here actually when I've had a look through them, and I have got quite a few of the same patterns. So her mother-in-law liked the same similar things that I like. And then there was a lot of the larger ones, which I think these came a little bit later. There's a lot of children's and, as you can see there, and dolls ones as well, which I'm going to have to do some dolls things. It just hasn't got the date on. I can probably look these patterns up in the number and it will probably tell me when they were printed. Oh, this was 1989, this one was, so I was right about the year being a little bit later, the larger ones. As you can see, there's some nice little dolls things in there. And there are Barbies and Ken. I could have done with one of these when my kids were little. So the Ken is similar to the Action Man. More Barbie. Oh, in a ballroom gown. I think it could be Cindy as well. I think there was a doll called Cindy. Don't know whether it tells you on here, just... There's some more. There was a lot of dolls, you know, Barbies and Cindy's and other ones like these. That's a good one. I've never seen any, the little children I've seen playing around I've never seen them with any of these dolls. I don't know whether they've gone out of fashion for kids. And then the one, that's the one on the front page. And a little baby doll with his rompers and a little sweater. Nice little sets, nice little sweaters, and I like to look at through because I do find, you know, stitches that I haven't seen or even maybe haven't seen for a long time. And there's the one in the pram with the cosy, you know, the pram cosy thing you get. There's a blanket and a pillow or a cot, and that's the one on the back. That's very similar to the rosebud pattern that I do, but it's the other way round. That one has the little hole at the bottom and the two little holes at the top, where mine's the opposite way around. So that's the sort of thing that is one or two more dolls ones in here as well. There's some little cardigans, double-breasted. If you look closely, you can see they're double-breasted, these little cardigans. These are the kind of stitches I like doing because they're very easy to do and they don't take any thinking about. Here's some more little sweaters, and a little sweater and little cardigans. Don't know if it's got the year on here. It should have. This was 1997, so I thought these bigger ones were a little bit not quite as old, because the small ones are all nearly like all the patterns that I have, my old patterns, were all small like that. This is another one. Don't know, it's got no date on this one that I can see. But it's another nice little double-breasted little jacket, collar on, and get the little boots and little mittens with it. Oh, and the hat. It's what you call a little berry, the little hat. These are old-fashioned little cardigans. You don't see babies with these kind of things on anymore, actually. Got nice little patterns on them, then. A nice little one with little hearts on the bottom and two colour. I'm not actually sure whether that's knitted in or slotted in. So you can see the two colours. I don't quite see what it says on the pattern. The blue, pink. That's the pink and white one. Cardigan with heart motif. Doesn't tell you actually, it just doesn't even tell you about changing the colour. Its actual pattern is the same on all of them, but it's in two colours on there, so you must just change the colour for the I don't know if it's one or two rows. Doesn't actually tell you about changing colour. I'll have to work that one out. See what it says for the finish. Oh, it is slotted in, it says. If required, work a running stitch in contrast yarn along each row of heart motif, working over knit stitches and under purl stitches as illustrated. Work along centre row of 3 moss stitch rows in same way. So it's not knitted, it is slotted, what I call slotted through. I thought it was, but it didn't give you any instructions. That's how I was sort of thinking it is slotted. It's a nice little one. There's another one with a little, it's a berry, the hat's a berry. I've been eating something, I've got stuff stuck in my teeth. That's where I'm through a mouthful. It's a nice little girl's cardigan. Looks like it's gathered in at the waist with a rib pattern. In 1991 that pattern was, so it's not that old. Another one, a robin one. That one is hasn't got no date on. It's nice when some of them put the date on and others don't. But I think it's a nice little cardigan with a little picot neck. Probably got a fastening down the back, that one. And some more lovely little cardigans. Oh, and that's well worn. It's out of a magazine or something like that. It's a short sleeve cardigan, but there's no picture of it unless it's lost somewhere in. I'll have to hunt that one out. There's more older girls' patterns. The one. Another one with a bit stripe and a bit lace pattern on. There's the ladies. Oh, we've got dolls here as well. Doll, the romper suit and a dress and little hats to go with them. School kids cardigans, and both cardigans. I kind of see boys these days going to school with cardigans like that, I don't know. But it's nice design with the cable down, and instead of pockets down here, there's a pocket up here. Nice little lacy cardigans. And that looks like fisherman's rib. It tells you. It's what I call fisherman's rib anyway. Pants, jacket, pants and hat. Scarf as well, there's a scarf there. The ladies, very short style they were. This one was, can I find another date on it? Oh, it is 1993. I rather like that one, but it would have to be a bit longer. I like it's just a simple straight stripy lacy pattern with a little bit on the edge, but I think I would do that a bit longer because I would like it probably a couple of inches longer. I like that one. There's more double-breasted jackets. Another one hasn't got the date on. It looks like mohair. Yes, it's mohair. I have some mohair, but I don't think I've got enough for what it tells you on here. 50 gram balls, 12 for the smallest one. It's very long. It's a long jacket anyway, then. There's another nice one. It's just a little bit cable down. Cable. It's a bit rib and then a cable pattern up from the rib and then the cable up on the edge there. There's more nice ones. These ones were probably all from the 90s, I think, these patterns. That's the date I've seen on most of them. Oh, that's a nice one. I think that's a bit embroidery on them ones, a little bit, just slightly little bit lace up on the shoulders, the front, the collar shoulder part, a little bit embroidery on the short sleeves. That's sleeveless top and short sleeve. Put that one amongst the small ones. I must miss that. Oh, there's another small one here. Twin set. You don't see girls wearing these things nowadays. But like I'm saying, it's always not the actual pattern, it's the stitches I like to see. The older generation will like them sort of things. Tank top, slip over, pull over. And waistcoat. Got the back of a pattern here, there must be a front of it somewhere. I don't know what it is. I'll have to hunt that out. I rather like that one too. Can I see a date on this one? I like the way the stitches are formed on here. I think this is a stitch where you actually knit a row, but I think you wrap the wool around the needle a couple of times, and then when you do the next row you drop those stitches off that you wrapped around the needle, and that makes a very long, don't know that you can see it there, it makes a long stitch against the ordinary stocking stitch. I've done that before actually, but I rather like that cardigan. I think I might do that one for myself. I'll keep that one to one side because all these patterns, I'll never find them again. More sleeveless tops and short sleeve cardigans. There's so many patterns here. That's another just a ribbed one with a sweater. A scarf as well. Oh, the sweater has a big collar on. There's another well-worn pattern here. I have one or two patterns like this. No, it's all one pattern. I thought it was in half. It's doubled. Robin Bambino. Yeah, some of the instructions are missing off where bits are off on the side, but I could work that out if I had to. And this must be a booklet. It's got great big pin things in the top. I don't want to take those pins out because it'll make thingy. A little dress there, pillowcase, stockings. And there's more slippers and pillowcases. I'm not opening that one up because I've cut lots of pieces of it. Needs to be. I'll probably get my little thing for putting staples in. Another mohair. How many balls does this one take? 50-gram balls. I think I have nine balls of mohair. There's 9 is one of the larger sizes, so I could have enough to do just an ordinary mohair sweater. That's the sweater that's on the pattern. It has a bit of a, it's like a sort of long fleur-de-lis thing on the, going down the sleeve there. I wouldn't bother with that. I think we'd just knit the whole thing plain. Just makes it look dirty to me. Like. That must be out of a magazine or something, that as well. There's a Peyton's baby. Little rompers, girl and boy. More lacy shawl and probably christening dress. Little jackets. The jacket's got like a like detail thing on the back, you know, the piece with the buttons. That's another one that looks like fisherman's rib. The fisherman's rib takes a lot longer to knit than ordinary rib because you have to knit into the stitch below. Oh, and there's the sweaters on the back. Nice little sweaters on the back. Another nice little short sleeved sweater. It's a square neckline, that one. That was the fashion then. There were always shorter ones, which fashions come and go. They go out of fashion and they come back in again. I have seen shorter ones like this recently, actually. Quite a lot of shorter ones. My time were the longer ones, nearly down to the hips, but I think you have to be young, slim and thin for them type. There's another nice short sleeved one. It's got little bows. It's got like moss stitch, like detail, like diamond detail there with little bows on. And looks like the shoulders on the sleeves are gathered. It's got no date on this pattern either, like it is quite old, I think that one. The style is old. Another nice sweater with a lacy cable pattern on. That's a nice one as well. Here one, it says Spring Fashion Knits. There's all sorts on that one. Just a plain patterned one on the back. It's got some sort of pattern with, don't know whether the stitches going across. Looks like a large stitch going across smaller stitches. There's some nice tops in there. I like that one. The twin set. Some for the boys as well. That's a nice one with a it's got a lot lacy patterns and fair eye. It's got stripes of lace and stripes of fair eyelets. I think I did have a sweater similar to that years ago when I was a lot younger. Similar to that actually. That's a nice one to think about. There's a lot of nice patterns and some of these are a little bit more modern. But the other patterns are very old. With my phone ding-a-linging. Oh, there's a bit on the floor here. Something else out of a magazine. Animals to make. The cat, a rabbit and a dog. But I think there's only... Oh no, all the instructions are here, but they must be the same. Just the heads are different. I think the instructions have got cat, rabbit and dog. And it's all garter stitch as well, so that's quite easy. The little baby on the front with the rabbit. They were in there, and there are some of the far too many to go through. It would take me hours to show you all these. There's those little, I think they're loopy hats. I'm not sure the top one's yes it is a loopy one. Remember the little hats we used to do for our kids? The little helmet for the little boy, that's the kind of ones I used to do for my little boys. But I used to knit all those for my friends because I had quite a few friends that had girls. And I think when I looked through here, I think there were some dolls ones through in here as well. And quite a few that I already have. In fact, I have that one waistcoat. I think I remember doing the tank top for my husband, and I've done the waistcoats, a couple of waistcoats for myself, and the one without the pullover, or tank top I call them. The second one, I've got two of those now. And lots more. Nice little cardigans. And these are all ancient, these patterns, I can tell. I can tell by the size of them. All I need to do is to put the pattern number into Google and it'll tell me what year they were, but I know by the price. Look at that price on there, ninepence. Ninepence and old money, not 9. No, that's ninepence and new 9p. The old ninepence had a 9 with a D after it. Let's see if I can find any here with the... So they're made after 1972. See if I can find a one with the old price, that'll tell me. There's a one with the old, that's a really old one. Ninepence, that's the way the old money used to be. Like a 9 and a D after it. But I have some really old ones like that that were only 5p. Not 5 pence, 5p. Yes, there's a lot of patterns here that I have. I can sort these out with some of the ones because some of mine are in a bit of a state. Some of these might be in better shape than mine. So that's my little bit for today. I think I've went on long enough about knitting patterns. I'm going to do a little bit of this because I'm doing my little ones during the day, and I've already done the back of that one. And because of what I said about the opening, if I put opening on this one, it's going to have buttons on the front. And I did do a little bit shopping today because I only shop, it's a holiday today, but it is a normal shopping day for me. I only shop when I run out of things. I run out of, I had no milk left and I had no eggs and one or two other things that I did need to go shopping for. And you know, I couldn't get moved. I went to Aldi's. The car park was jam-packed. I had to drive round and round. Don't usually have any trouble at all. Find a parking place. But I had to go round and round and wait for somebody coming out before I could get in the car park. And then got in the shop, you couldn't move. This is another rant. Why on earth people have a holiday and they all decide to go shopping, the food shopping? You know, they must do it normally on other days. Why can they not stick to other days and enjoy their day off and go somewhere, like if they have to drive somewhere, go for a drive in the country somewhere or on a nice day, because it is a nice day today. But that's my rant for today, because I was so annoyed all those people. My shopping, I do it when I run out of things, not just because it's a holiday. Everybody else must have had the same idea as everybody else. Oh, come on, we'll go to Aldi's. So anyway, that's my little bit for today. I'm going to get on with some knitting now. So thumbs up and subscribe. Bye for now.